Several years ago, when I first got into law enforcement, I started trying to research. I knew I was going to Israel to do the Advanced Homeland Security training, and I was trying to find something online for law enforcement that would further my knowledge on radical Islam. And I wasn't finding anything. The one course that I found had not been updated since 1997, and that is it's awful that that is still being taught to law enforcement. So what I started doing was my own research, and as I started building on that, I realized how beneficial it would be to the average patrol officer. When you say you have large agencies that have specialized units that just research this, or they do the investigation for that, but that isn't necessarily going to the patrol officer. Well, your patrol officer is the one who has the most contact with the community. They are the ones that are the most likely to see it. But if they don't know what they're looking for, then they're going to miss it. They also have an opportunity to build relationships with Muslim communities. But if they don't know even the basics of their religion, they can't build upon that. For one, they don't understand enough about that culture, about the religion, to work with them. And the chances of them already having biased opinions and that coming out, even unintentionally, that's something that I would like to work against. So what I did was, the course starts with a very broad overview of the history of the religion, which is very important. All the research that I have done shows that you can't understand if you don't go back, because that's where that is where it's so based, and it's so very important. If you listen to things like Osama bin Laden has said, he often referenced things that occurred several hundred years ago. And he uses those, and I mean, you've heard the Crusades, but he also referenced things about Hulagan Khan taking Baghdad. Well, that happened 700 years ago. So if you don't go back and look at what they're referencing, then you don't understand what those grievances are now. So I give them a very broad overview, because I only have 8 hours. And here I only have 1 hour and 45 minutes, but a very broad overview of that. And then move into, here's the very basic things. Foods, what's haram, which is forbidden, what's halal, which is allowed. Very simple language, and I'll use more radical terms, things like the difference in the way jihad is used and how you have to make sure you understand the context in which it's used. And I don't want to argue, well, it definitely means this or it definitely means that. Just showing them it can mean two different things. In what context is it used? It's giving them just enough that they want to seek more information and more understanding so that they can reach out, start building the relationship with the community, and then from there, once you have that relationship, you're more likely to get information from them should they see something within their own group that starts to look radical. And it's through that is the only way that we can locally fight terrorism or fight extremists. It's not going to happen with just law enforcement ignoring an entire culture within their community. They have to have that understanding, and that's my goal. So when these officers leave my class, what I want them to do is be hungry for more information. I want them to be able to go out, reach out to the Muslim community and say, what is it that you need from us? What can we do to not just build a relationship with them, but hey, what can we do to help you build a better relationship with the entire community? Because keeping them, making them feel like they have no opportunity and, well, we're just going to stay in our own group because we don't even feel accepted by anyone else. I mean, you hear the term Islamophobia a lot lately, and I want to help combat that.